live stream here.
Like
Just
like we never like
about
we never left.
like we never left. Just about like 49 minutes ago, we were live. But we do have a trade, and the player that I highlighted with the layer previous live stream, Russell Westbrook, NBA trade deadline watch. He will be dealt to the Utah Jazz. Russell Westbrook will be headed to the Utah Jazz. The Lakers will also be acquiring D'Angelo Russell,
Drum roll.
Malik Beasley,
Woo!
and also Jared Vanderbilt. One area of the trade that I did not disclose to you, Lair, as
Mhm.
well, um, the Timberwolves will be. Let me see the deal here. And yeah, the Timberwolves are getting Mike Conley Jr. and also Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Okay, good
And they
player.
will also receive some draft picks. Juan Toscano Anderson and
Mm,
Damian Jones will also be headed to, it looks like, the Timberwolves as well. But the Lakers
mm.
are trading Russell Westbrook. He's going to be headed to Utah. I'm thinking a buyout in this situation. They do acquire D'Angelo Russell. They do acquire Malik Beasley. They do acquire Jared Vanderbilt. That being the Lakers, they do make the moves to get the King what he deserves. Yesterday I released a video. Today I released a video in regards to the King, how he incoherently puts pressure on organizations to make moves, or like we've seen before, he ends up making the moves himself. But in this situation, where he to me is just past Kareem for most points, also kind of putting his foot down on the rest of the NBA by just playing phenomenal basketball this year, still being like one of the best players in the league. The Lakers are forced to listen to LeBron James right now, and I do feel like most of this trade talks and also them pulling the trigger on the Russell Westbrook deal was because of LeBron, the tweeting, the huge reactions to the Kyrie Irving deal. He wanted to get something done. But the question is that I want to pose to, the commenters and everybody out there. By the way, you're listening to the Basketballs In here with the layer. I
Mhm.
want to ask you guys, and also you, the layer, right now, what, how about this? Is this enough for LA?
Ah, does this push the needle? So,
Does this push the needle? Because to me, in my eyes, you lost a big defensive component of your roster, and you add in D'Lo, a guy who you already had. His defense was always a question, but I do think getting back Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt is a plus. My thing is, you gave away Kendrick Nunn a little bit too early, it seems like, and you're left with two offensive guards in Schroeder and D'Lo to kind of do the brunt of the work in the backcourt.
before I can even answer that question, I want
Hmm.
to I want to revisit this summer when the Pacers offered the Lakers Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, and all they wanted in return was Russell Westbrook and those two first round picks. The Lakers said
That is very true.
no. The Lakers said no. And now to see that they made all this hoorah, all this noise to get D'Angelo Russell back, it feels kind of empty. Yes, D'Angelo Russell, it will be a better fit than Westbrook was because D'Angelo Russell can shoot the ball, spread the floor, get his own shot, but he's incredibly streaky. And it's not like he's great defensively. You just lost one of your best rebounders in Westbrook. He's one of the only Lakers who actually had effort in rebound, put effort in rebounding. And Lord knows sometimes they don't. Um, I think this trade is more about the other pieces than just Westbrook and D'Lo. What is Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley gonna bring to the table? So far, on paper, I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed. I don't think this pushes the needle far enough to say they will win the West. Uh, Maybe now they're not a playing team. Maybe they can go on a little run right now after losing to OKC again. They're 13th in the West. OKC's 12th. OKC's above them. This is a team with the GOAT, the all time leading scorer, not even able to make the playoffs.
I think this could possibly be enough to definitely get into the playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, let's take a look at the standings real quick. And by the way, we want to appreciate I appreciate everybody stopping by the basketball zone and also the lair. We literally just got off about 50 minutes ago, thinking we had a little bit of an
Literally.
intermission.
Literally. The NBA said not so fast. The
NBA
NBA
says
said
not so
not
fast.
so
Get
fast.
your ass back here.
Get over here. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought we were finished?
Right? So Lakers right now sitting at 25 and 30 in the West, 13th. Top 10 teams make the play-in game scenarios with 7 and 10 obviously being in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers are currently 2 games behind, of course, the Utah Jazz.
2 games behind.
2 games behind Utah and also 3 games behind Minnesota. I
Mm,
do think that Minnesota making this deal with Mike Conley Jr.,
mm-hmm.
them getting a more stable point guard, I have to think that they're definitely thinking about the lob aspect that Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert used to
Brings to the
have
table.
in Utah, because there were a lot of issues that D'Angelo Russell and not even just D'Lo, but some of the guards in Minnesota, I think even Anthony Edwards too, they were having issues getting Rudy Gobert that lob, and that they've never really came to click. So
Okay.
this deal from that aspect, I do find interesting
So
because
so there
there
is a
is
winner
like
here. There is
no,
a
I'm just
winner
saying
here.
there is something to like watch with Utah in that
Mm-hmm.
respect. I think the winner's the Lakers. That's what I'm gonna say. I think that this is definitely a hit you type of deal. Like I don't think that I feel like this is a better deal than what we thought or what I thought they would have gotten
Got
previously. I
mm-hmm.
thought if they traded Russell Westbrook, they would have had to take back maybe like a Gordon Hayward. Dude, you get back Jared, you get back Jared Vanderbilt, you get people to actually take on other players from your roster like Juan Toscano Anderson. You get to move on from some of these other guys who, they could play wherever, but you get back good players in Jared Vanderbilt and also Malik Beasley, especially Beasley, stretch the floor 3-point shooter. Um, but yeah, I do think the Lakers are the winner if you're going to ask me that. I
The
just think
Lakers
that,
have to be, yeah.
yeah, Lakers have to be the winner. Timberwolves, I just find it interesting because I didn't even think about Mike Conley and his connection with Utah and Rudy Gobert. This does show a commitment that Minnesota is looking to kind of keep that Rudy Gobert experiment going,
Yikes.
which is good. But to me, if you're Anthony Edwards, where do you fit in with that? I mean, obviously, he's the main component, but you just gave away D'Lo and you gave away a young player in Jared Vanderbilt. In order to kind of
Literally.
give, yeah, in order to kind of give cap reassurance to the Lakers, more draft picks, which I don't know how Anthony Edwards feels about draft picks, but more draft picks for the Timberwolves, and a veteran point guard. So I don't know about Minnesota. Do they make the play-in scenario?
So,
I mean,
now
all three of these teams to me are all in contention. The only team that's out of it is the team that we say won the deal, that being the Lakers.
I think Minnesota's in good shape. Uh, they're not necessarily hurting from this trade. They lost what? D'Angelo Russell, who was super streaky. Super streaky. It's not like he's a great defender either. I kind of like Michael Conley a little more than D'Angelo. Conley doesn't do too much, Plays basketball the right way, solid defender, can still run your offense, better 3-point shooter, wide open.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yep.
Minnesota might be the winner of this deal. They just might be. Utah's in full rebuild, so Utah's not really looking to win or lose. They're literally in
I
full
think
rebuild. So,
I th- I think on paper the Lakers are the winner, but Utah could be the winner
mhm.
if Mike Conley plays insane. He has to play above what he was playing at before.
Over there,
10,
over there.
yeah, 10, 2, and 7 ain't gonna cut it.
No, no, no. He has to
Like,
turn back the clock a bit. Turn back, but he doesn't have to do too much. You have Anthony
nah, he doesn't have
Edwards.
to do too much, but I do
Yeah,
think that there is a gap with Anthony Edwards, dude. The Timberwolves just got They with D'Lo, the
Hmm.
younger option. Timberwolves just got blown out the other night by the Denver Nuggets,
I wonder if
and I
that
mean,
that
and of course the
embarrassing
Denver.
loss played a part in this trade
It
today.
definitely had to, but
Hmm.
to me, I'm thinking about Mike Conley. How much does Mike Conley change
Huh.
with the roster
That's a
and
good
you losing
question.
Vanderbilt and D'Lo? Like it feels like more of a chemistry play with Rudy Gobert for a year and a Band-Aid issue. I think it's enough to get them into the play-in scenario, but I do think that Mike Conley is like this isn't the move for Utah. I think that this is like a gadget. This is like a pivot point more so. Whereas I feel like with LA, reason why I'm saying they won the deal is they actually got back players who I think that they're probably gonna re-sign. If not D'Lo, at least Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt.
Mm.
And think about it, the Lakers give away a first round draft pick. They're known for trading their previous first round draft pick, so they're kind of getting back recouped uh young players that they missed out on.
Oh, so what's
They're not gonna
next?
yeah,
Lonzo,
I'm just saying
Julius
I'm
Randle.
just I'm just saying nah, I mean not from that respect, but I just mean like the quality of players that they're getting, they didn't get Kyrie. They got C plus B minus type of players, guys who are still looking to prove themselves.
Hmm.
But at the same time, other teams are not going to take too many chances on them.
Looking at all
Um,
three of those guards, I'm just not impressed. I'm not afraid. I don't think the needle moved
I'm not
that
either.
that
I think
much.
defensively, the Lakers are going to have some issues maintaining guys like Ja Morant, Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, all of the guards in the Western Conference, Devin Booker. They're going to have a problem defending, but they do still have Patrick Beverly though.
So what's the Lakers bench looking like? Westbrook was the heart of the bench unit. He was pacing for 6 minutes a year.
I
So
mean,
now
you
you
get you got Jared
move.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, you get Jared Vanderbilt. You still have Thomas Bryant,
Mm, I
Malik
guess.
Beasley,
Who's your guard off the bench? Walker, Lonnie
Austin
Walker,
Reeves,
Austin
Austin Reeves,
Reeves,
Lonnie
Lonnie Walker.
Walker.
Yeah.
You get more athletic in this deal if you're LA. Like Russell Westbrook at the point guard spot, thick point guard. Thick point guard. Not really that athletic. Can't defend. Can't shoot. Like he's kind of like a brick at that position. Like there's not much you can really do with Russ. But at least with D'Lo, he can help you score some points.
Yeah,
He can
D'Lo.
he can
D'Lo
he
can
can hit an open jump
definitely.
shot.
D'Lo can definitely hit threes, and when he gets hot, it's actually scary. But it happens once a month, so it's like okay.
What do you think about Utah in this deal?
Utah, Danny Ainge might be
Ooh.
the GM of generations, the best of the best, la crème de la crème. All right. I just want this on the record. I admire what Danny Ainge does because wherever he goes, draft picks follow. Draft picks that usually turn into star players. Because when you have 15 freaking draft picks, that's 15 chances to draft the Jalen Browns, the Jason Tatums, the LeBron James, the Victor Wembanyama's of the world. Good job. And it's not like Utah has a bad core. They're actually winning basketball games. Utah is going to be a force in like 2 years.
I'd say this, man. Maybe we're missing the point. Maybe we're missing the needle. Maybe Utah won this trade. If you think about it from this
Oh,
perspective,
Utah
Utah
definitely 1000%.
Utah Utah
1000%.
not only gets a lightly protected first round draft pick, you get a dog and a horse, or dare I say a brick, like Russell Westbrook at point guard. And you get Juan Toscano and Damian Jones on a team that's, like you said, already fighting and already clawing their way into the
Yeah.
postseason anyway. Interesting.
And it's funny because even if Utah makes the playoff, even if Utah wins the playoff series, they have so many draft picks from so many different teams. They're only gonna upgrade their roster every freaking offseason, every draft, every trade from now on. The Utah Jazz are in the driver's seat. And you wanna laugh some more? They're a higher seed than the Lakers. Did the Lakers ship off their first round picks as well?
Wait, say that again.
Did the Lakers ship off their first round picks as well? Their two first
Yeah,
round picks.
yeah, yeah. Well,
So,
the 2027 one it goes to Utah,
mhm.
and I think the Timberwolves. Yeah, no, just the 2027 pick.
That's a good investment because in 2027 LeBron may not be a Los Angeles Laker and the Laker may be terrible. That is such a good move by Utah. It's not too bad for Minnesota either because D'Angelo wasn't the answer. They get to try something new, you know. Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt weren't really doing. I think it's a win-win as far as the Jazz and the
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves are concerned because now you get to pair up Gobert with a point guard that's a little more familiar with his game and maybe maximize more on your max contract center, your $70 million center, $150 million center, whatever he's making.
Yeah, Utah's gonna get. I mean, is this the last year of Russell's deal?
Utah's gonna
I
have
think it is
money and picks, money and picks. Danny Ainge is king.
because yeah, that's Utah's gonna have an interesting roster, man. Russell Westbrook, Colin Sexton,
Dog,
Jordan
dog,
Jordan Clarkson,
dog.
Rudy Gay, Talon Horton Tucker,
Dog. Well, Horton Tucker's just fearless.
Laurie
Laurie
Marketing,
Markkinen. Dude,
Colin
they
Sexton,
have
Walker Kessler, Leandro
Kessler.
Ballamaro.
I love Kessler. I love
But
that center.
I just say like to me, all those players without hearing the name Russell Westbrook, they all screen one word to me: team. Like they
Yeah.
all like play together, and then you
Hmm.
just throw in Russ. I'm like, this is either gonna get like OKC vibes with Steven
They
Adams.
might go crazy.
Everybody buys in and
Yup.
like
Yup.
culminates around Russ. Like it's either that or it's Russ is at the end of the bench and the team is just kind of trucking without him.
I think Russ is gonna go over there and try not to do too much, and it's gonna be perfect. He's just gonna be a point guard. He's just gonna be a point guard. It's gonna be perfect. He has scores. Markkinen,
Oh,
Clarkson.
I'm gonna love I'm loving this. I want to see Utah play now.
And they have a good coach. Like they have a good coach. So this is gonna be interesting. And if he doesn't buy in, buy him out. It's a win-win.
Yep,
It's a
you can just
win-win.
buy him out or yo go home go
So
home. Um,
what I'm curious about, could he get a buyout and instantly sign with someone?
can Russ get a buyout? Yep, that's the whole purpose of the buyout. Once he clear, so usually
Insane.
when he's waived, there's a when he's waived, there's like a waive period where every team gets to wager a certain amount of money of Russell Westbrook's contract that they are willing to pay to the team that waived him, and whoever would offer the most would get the rights to that player. That's what happens when you get waived. And once you clear the waivers, meaning no one offers you a crazy contract to like get your rights, then you become a unrestricted free agent and you can sign, that veterans minimum that people talk about.
And
But
Russell
yes,
Westbrook gets to stay home and signs with the Clippers.
that is a strong possibility because to me, a team like Utah, like I said, that looking at all those players, man, they don't fit in with Russ.
I'll speculate right now that the Clippers will move John Wall by the deadline because they know Russ is coming. That
It's
would be crazy.
crazy.
That would be
Yeah,
crazy.
it's just cunning. It's the NBA. It's
Remember
crazy how these storylines.
Paul George and Russ love each other. Paul George could have left OKC to go to LA to go to the Lakers, and he wanted to stay one more year with Russ. This should be interesting. This should be interesting. Russ walks in on the Clippers, and they face the Lakers in the first round of the play. That would be beautiful drama. Clippers Lakers Lakers first round. That would be amazing. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, good deal for every team involved. I think the Lakers won it. If you're a Lakers fan, you're smiling.
Yeah, I guess they didn't really like D'Angelo Russell either. You
But
know,
you have to
LA.
think about it. Don't think about it from that perspective. Think about it from like offense.
They got
Like you're
some depth
getting
too. They got some
you're getting a
pieces.
guy that can score, you're getting another rim runner, you're getting a shooter.
Hmm.
Like you're getting real basketball players. Like you're getting talent. Like and that's what like LA really needed. Like Russell Westbrook was not that, and even the guy that they gave up, Juan Toscano Anderson, is not that. That 2027 first round draft pick, I don't know what bag of chips you're picking in that round, but that pick's not going to help this roster. So all three of those guys are definitely going to be a lot better for LA this year. I don't know. The moves like this are to me the moves that you make to get teams into the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was definitely a good move for LA. Good move for LA. Interesting move for Minnesota in my eyes, and for Utah, I think. Um, I don't know what to think of the Utah angle. I think more so, kind of moving on from like the Mike Conley era,
Hmm.
and I think the Rudy Gobert era more so, and I think kind of trying to transition into more something more nuanced, and maybe Russell Westbrook can help that.
My boy Russ. Oh, Westbrook moves on. That is so funny.
Lakers pick up D'Angelo Russell. They pick up Rui. They pick up Malik Beasley. They pick up Jared Vanderbilt.
They're doing everything they can to get the king
All
help.
and realize all of these guys, those younger kind of guys that they can maybe entice to kind of quote unquote build around. They're not, they're not vets. It seems like the Lakers are kind of moving on from like thinking about LeBron James and
They're getting
making
ready for the
moves.
worst. They're just getting ready for the
Yeah, I
worst.
think they're making moves for. I don't want to say a team without LeBron, but LeBron would probably see it like that. But
He
I
got
think
help
just
though.
making moves for a better team.
See,
LeBron wants too much credit. How
I,
about that?
actually, I think this tweet exemplifies how Lakers Nation is feeling right now. We wanted Kyrie. Instead, we get D'Angelo Russell round two. Hmm.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, this is the move that Lakers management signs off on. I'm not in the room. You're not in the room to see what
Uh,
other deals they have. To me, this can't be the best deal. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna. I don't think that this was the best deal.
Kyrie
I
may
think
walk
that
in the offseason.
this deal, I feel like, got them the most talent. That's what I'm gonna say. I think that this deal got them a shooter, rim runner, and also
An army
a point guard.
superstar for real.
A point guard who can kind of do everything on offense, but it's kind of frail on defense. And I don't know. I think they got talent back. I don't think that this was probably like the best deal though.
Yeah, I don't think it was the best deal.
Do you think it was the best deal?
I
Probably
doubt
so.
it. I mean,
I mean,
the
they got back a lot.
the
They
best
they
deal,
definitely got back more than what I thought, but
the
I don't know, yo.
the best deal
I'm not
was
impressed with the D'Lo aspect.
the best deal was the Buddy Hills for Turner. Everything after that, Buddy Hills and Turner deal. Everything after that is like just make up to me. It's just make up. It's fluff. Um, they'll be more competitive. They might make the play-in now. Like no
Oh
kidding.
yeah,
They
no,
might
for
make the
sure,
play-in now.
for sure. How about this? What each one of these teams? What do you think happens to them by the time the season ends?
Utah, it was gonna be interesting. I don't see them dropping off too much, but they're not even in the playoff right now. They're sitting at 10th. Minnesota is tied with the Pelicans for the 8 and 9 seed. The Pelicans own the tiebreaker right now. Actually, one of those teams would have to fall off for the Lakers. Here's my question to you: Who falls off for the Lakers to sneak in? If the Lakers sneak in at all, I'm gonna name the teams.
Pelicans.
I'm gonna name the Pelicans. They're getting Zion back. Timberwolves, Utah, Oklahoma, or Portland.
I'm gonna say either the Pelicans or Utah.
And even if those
Actually,
teams
you know what?
slide, I don't know if the Lakers are
Teams.
better than the Blazers. And I mean, yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be interesting.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a dogfight. Like to me, it's definitely going to with the play-in and that 10 seed being there, it has definitely allowed for rest. In some cases, that's good. And to me, a team like the Lakers, who are they're already behind the eight ball. The fact that they're in the 13th seed is freaking insane. But that's
Insane.
only because the play-in games, it allows for them to be okay with being this bad. But that play-in scenario now, it's gonna get sweaty because even if they do make the 10 seed, they still got to play in the play-in tournament.
You have to win the play-in.
And that's already a tall task in my eyes. But I don't know, 1-9 in your division
on the biggest
if
night
you're
of
LA.
on the biggest night of his career, or one of the biggest nights of his career, he couldn't beat OKC.
He
This
couldn't beat OKC.
this is
No.
gonna be interesting. This is gonna be
And he took
very
players
interesting.
from seed 9 and seed 10 for help.
Hmm, that's very interesting. Mind you, C10 shouldn't even be here, but they started the season so hot. I don't even know if they'll drop off that bad that much. We'll see. We will see. What are they for their last 10? Five
I
and
mean, they did
five.
just. I mean, they lost Malik Beasley. They lose Mike Conley. They're definitely losing players. And then
Mike
you
Conley
get
didn't
back Russ
really.
and Juan Toscano. Yeah,
You know what's
Mike Conley
crazy?
10-2-7. Mike
You
Conley.
know what's crazy? Westbrook might be better than Conley was for what they're doing right now. That's scary.
It it is scary, but I think I would roll like if Utah and LA played in a 7-game series, I'm rolling my dice with the Lakers.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think LA should. LA
Like I
should
think
win.
the Lakers will beat more teams than Utah to
Yeah,
end the year.
LA should win. LA should win.
LeBron and AD, they like I feel like them two together are normally, above average. And now you're getting some help. You still have Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Austin Reeves is still there. You don't give him up.
Yeah, they have Pat Bev.
They have Rui, Pat Bev. You
I,
get Jared Vanderbilt.
their
You get
Lakers are in good shape now. They have
they're
more
in good shape,
depth. They
bro.
have more
You get
depth.
D'Lo.
They have
You
more
got D'Lo.
size. Yeah, I think they're doing a little better.
Yeah, they're definitely doing better. Like even if you think about it, like their next matchup. Let's see here. They got the okay. Well, they got the Bucks. Never mind. Let's look at the next matchup.
The
They have the Bucks tonight. Uh,
Milwaukee
yeah. So their next
Bucks.
matchup is the Warriors
So
Saturday.
so they might lose to the Bucks. They should
Yeah, they might lose to
beat the
Bucks, but I'm just saying,
Warriors.
like, imagine Saturday, you're playing the Warriors. You now have Malik Beasley. You have a more competent team, less turnovers.
Less turnovers. You got
D'Angelo Russell's gonna at least hit jumpers, and the players that he like, D'Angelo Russell just has to stay with Steph, stay with Clay, who he's chasing. I don't know. I feel like the team is a little bit more sober. They're more championship aware.
they have they got better defensively a little bit too. A little bit too. So
Jared Vanderbilt's
we'll
gonna be
see.
that's
But
gonna be a good addition for LeBron with pick and
you
rolls.
still got to build chemistry on the fly. That should be very interesting. Still got to build that chemistry. D'Lo's never played with LeBron. D'Lo played with. Was he there when Kobe was there? Yeah, he was. I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, he played with Kobe. He didn't play with Braun. This is gonna be fun to
Yeah, I
watch.
believe so.
This is gonna be fun to watch.
Let's see here. Appreciate all you guys coming by the basketball zen. Easily Minnesota, MM Mexicans making money. I see you in the chat.
Hmm
Easily Minnesota, gotcha. We got you.
Yeah, Minnesota, man, bandits. They're bandits.
We got you. Closing in on 30 minutes live. Lair. How about another intermission? What do you think?
Yeah, we could shut this down. Go enjoy some of these
Yeah,
games.
there's gonna be more trades. I guess this is a thing.
Yeah,
We'll probably
listen.
be live when the next trade happens,
Drop the
or bulk of
drop
trades. But
drop the bat signal. I'll get out the bat
yep,
cave. I'll get out the bat cave, man. I'll get out the lair. But this
yeah,
is
get out the
fun.
lair.
This
But
is fun.
yep, this is the basketball's in. We'll see you guys next live stream. It's NBA trade deadline. It's getting spicy.
Woo!
Lakers just acquired three great players, man.
Quietly
And I
getting
definitely
better.
feel like it's definitely gonna help them
Quietly.
to close the year out.
Quietly getting better. But Utah, Danny Ainge is a bandit.
Mm.
Oh, I wish I could. Can I trade Ben Simmons for Danny Ainge? Can we do that?
I think you can actually. Hit up Adam Silver. He might
Yo,
allow it.
let me hit up Sean Marks first. I mean Joe Size first. Sean Marks
Yeah, hit
later.
up Josiah first.
Yeah,
He might
Joe
have
Size first.
he might have something against that.
He might say no. He said Ben Simmons is more valuable than Danny Ainge. What are you talking
You
about?
know what? I actually have a bad tiff with that organization. I don't want to trade him there.
There you go. Alrighty.
Like the
Enjoy,
video, guys.
enjoy your
Subscribe.
evening. Like and subscribe. The layer is
Like the
out.
video, guys. Hit the like.
Thank you, Zen.
Peace, y'all.
Offline. Oof.